If you play cricket for 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years, you will become good at cricket. When you play football for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you will become good at football. Then why people who are speaking from childhood for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, even 40 years, they don't become great at communication, talking to people? And this question perplexed me for so long. What was the problem? Why this is not happening, that people are practicing speaking every single day, even in their native language? When they try to speak in front of people, they just can't speak confidently. They just can't express themselves. There are courses, lot of courses. Go look at Udemy, Coursera, LinkedIn, paid courses, free courses, hacks, styles, frameworks, and what not. Number of books you can find on Amazon, Google, like plenty of them. Then why the issue of speaking confidently is not yet solved? What is the problem? Why there is such a problem? This problem is such a big problem that people prefer death over speaking in front of people or public speaking. This question perplexed me a lot, and I started thinking from the point, hey, there are so many courses. They teach skills, hacks, tricks, what all things they teach, and still people aren't able to solve this problem of speaking confidently. Now, when I was looking and researching and trying to find clues, and think about it, like the problem was with me as well. I was the person who's supposed to be introvert, can't speak in front of anyone, even a single person, and forget about strangers. I used to run away, and I had the same problem as well. Now, when I was trying to explore solution for myself, I'm going through course to course to course to course, people going into those webinars and sessions, I don't know what not, just to let myself stand assertively, confidently, and address audiences, share my thoughts, express myself. Now, when I was going through these courses and programs, I just found out one very peculiar thing, that hey, all these programs will teach you great hacks, great tricks to express yourself in multiple ways. But what they are not teaching is your ability to use those hacks, those skills on demand, or when you really want it, when you're freaking out, when you're standing in front of people and then your mind is not working and you want those skills to be used there. But what essentially happens is, when we are put into that situation where we are kind of breathing, sweating, fumbling, and mind stopped working, blank spaces in the content, and not knowing what to speak even when you are prepared so much, at that point in time those skills should appear. Unfortunately, it doesn't come to our mind when we are into that situation. Think about it. When I was going through these and researching all those courses, program, webinars on everything, why people have so many hacks, tricks, and skills available and still are not able to handle scenarios where they have to go assertively stand in front of one or more than one people and share their thoughts, share their idea, in fact get out everything in a right way, how they have prepared it before. That never happened. And the one of the most biggest, I will say the widest gap I have found is, all these programs will teach you hacks and tricks, but they have lacking a huge gap of your ability to use those skills on demand. That means, let's say when I am into situation where I need to present in front of people, I am freaking out, my hand is sweating, my mind is not able to think everything what I prepared. I want those skills to help me there. And it is a good question to ask why it is not happening. Now, all these courses will teach you these skills and hack, but they don't teach the ability to use those skills, those hack on demand in a situation where you want the assertiveness, the confidence that will take you to the next level, that will make your presentation or whatever the conversation you're having to the next level. They are lacking this. I'm not sure if you have faced this situation, but there are moments in like when we get an opportunity to talk and suddenly mind goes blank, and then suddenly you start fumbling, and then suddenly you say something that you're not supposed to say, or somehow try to break the silence so that people don't think that, hey, you are the person who's not having confidence, forgot something, or things like that. You go through the situation, and it sometimes makes it so hard to hold it back, and at the end of presentation people might say you have done okay, but you know that where you have not done good, where the things got bad and you could not recover. Now, when I was trying to look into this scenario, and then I thought, hey, what are the things that we can or anyone can utilize so that in such scenarios, and not even in such scenario, before even that such scenario could occur, people should be able to come out. What are those 20%, the minimum thing that people should know by default, that actually handles 80% of the scenario where you need to confidently speak, where you need to confidently express? It doesn't matter at home or at workplace or into some event or into some kind of session, presentation, anywhere. You should be able to speak what is there in your mind. What are those 20% things that can create this magical expression of your thoughts? So what are those 20% things that creates 80% of the change? Now, when I was trying to research that, I was also considering, hey, what steps people should take so that without knowing more English, more vocabulary, that means whatever they do till now, they can just utilize that and they can communicate very well. They can speak confidently anywhere on any occasion with anyone. It does not matter they are addressing a people who are pretty high in their authority or somehow like low or same in the authority. Doesn't matter. Irrespective of the stature of people, one should be able to share their idea assertively. What are those behavioral skills we can teach people or people can have so that they can speak naturally, they can express their thoughts naturally, they can discuss their ideas, they can discuss someone else's idea naturally, not that forceful. Forceful, what I mean that, hey, I need to connect with this person and communicate well, I need to be very assertive, I need to be confident. When these things are going in mind, you are not natural. Natural is like when you start speaking, you speak in flow and nothing new happens, nothing up and down happens, it just feels normal. What are the behavioral shift people can have? We were researching that. What are those behavioral shift people can have which will make them share their thoughts like they're talking to their family members, their friends, even their most closed colleagues? How can they do that? And I dug deep to find out that the people need to learn those skills in combination of mental and psychological shift. What kind of shift I'm talking about? That means when you're freaking out, when you're thinking, oh my God, I don't know what to speak. At that point in time, you should feel calm so that idea should flow in your mind and you can support yourself. Instead of losing words, you get more ideas and more words. Instead of running out of people like you don't want to talk to people, people want to invite you and want to hear you on whatever you want to say. What are those skills? What are those things? What are those changes that can happen in you And that change is kind of the combination of skills and psychological upliftment. Okay, and then by doing these details analysis and research and then training people across that, we have created a very evolved methodology, and this we call the program Becoming Influential Speaker. Now, what this program is all about, what is it going to do to you, what kind of benefit you will have when you come to this program. This program will help you remove your fear of communication and fear related to like facing people. It will stop, it will literally put you in control when you are being in that scenario. You will become more persuasive at your workplace, in your family, whenever you're talking to people whom you even don't know. You can also interact with people even if you are introvert. Think about it. I am having an introvert personality and I can talk to anyone, anytime, anywhere on any topic, and people don't consider me introvert. And it does not limit it to just introvert people. It's extended to extrovert people as well. So you can interact with any type of people irrespective to your personality. Okay, you have capability to learn from people and network with very high authority people. Also, you will get rid of feeling of like, being judged by people or having a very less number of vocabulary, I don't know what to say. All these problems will go away. You will be able to tell a story and present any kind of ideas, any kind of slides in front of either one person or a group of people. You will be considered more assertive and can influence people through your communication. And all of these, what I've just mentioned, all of these benefits are going to be as if it is just natural behavior of yours. It's just automatic behavior. That means you're not fearful at all. Whenever situation comes, you will just speak like you're normally speaking, and in fact you can speak better than what you naturally speak. And I know it is quite hard to believe, like, how can you do this? How is this possible? And this is what we have done from our research, from our discussion, from our kind of building and trying and testing a lot of theories on a lot of people, and then making them produce result. And that's why we are very sure that it is going to produce result on different set of people from different background, from different personality type. It just works on all type of people. So if you are curious to know how do we do what we do, how can we make this such a bold claim, then I want you to connect with us. Me or my team, when you're trying to connect with us, me or my team will be able to answer all of your curious questions and distinctly will show you that how you can literally become better speaker 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, or maybe 10 times more than what you are right now. And when you call us, we will explain you each and every step. How do we do it? It's not a very kind of hidden stuff. We have built it as a duplicable technology that anyone have that formula, they can utilize it. And I want to let you know what is that formula. How do we do it? And if you think things are right and you would like to join us, then I certainly want you to join us. Okay, so first go. If you want to really understand, what I want you to do is I want you to just fill this form or contact us, so that when you connect with us, we are going to talk to you and take you on the whole journey of how you can become an influential speaker without even increasing your vocabulary, English or other kind of complicated language stuff that scares you the most. So what I want you to do is I want you to fill this form right now, and I will see you in one-on-one call and help you find out literally how you can personally change yourself by following, understanding, going through what we have created. So I hope to hear back from you. Immediately go and fill this form. See you.